Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing RoboCop Rogue City. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. So today we are basically stopping where we started at OCP. It all starts and ends at OCP. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So there is a disturbance at OCP, and come to find out, there is a lot of injuries that were caused by some sort of monster. OCP as a corporation is kind of a monster, so I mean, it could be the physical manifestation of OCP. But for some reason, I don't think that's the case. So we've been in the OCP tower previously, a couple times actually. This time we're here to stop the menace that had caused basically everything. Everything that's happened in the whole arc, the whole story arc of Rogue City starts and ends with OCP. Because something unique happened with RoboCop, the executives at OCP have been chasing the dream, not just of making more RoboCops, but also, being practical that they are, being able to live forever or near forever by putting a human consciousness inside of a machine. And we saw that in the second movie, RoboCop 2.
RoboCop, my number one guy.
And Becker, who was the heel for the majority of the story, you feel almost bad for him here. Almost. Now, as it turns out, the old man wanted to extend his life by putting his consciousness inside of a robot. But it doesn't seem to have gone quite as well as he thought it would. Much like the people that they put into machines in the second movie, it doesn't end well. Although it didn't end quite the same. If you've seen the second movie, you know that RoboCop 2, anyone that tries to take the RoboCop 2 mantle, they go nutso and end up frying their own circuits. So that's something, that je ne sais quoi of Alex Murphy that made him the perfect match for putting his consciousness inside of a robot. They're trying to duplicate that basically ever since.
You sold the city's future. That leaves one question.
That leaves one question. Roar. Scrapyard or prison. Yeah, it's obviously going to be a tough fight.
Just an old
because we're talking about the top of the line everything for this new version of the old man. A little less humanoid than RoboCop. Yeah, there we go. Put that green target there. Seems to be the weak point. It looks like there's one on the back too, but I don't know that I'll have a chance of doing anything with that. Oof. There's a lot of floors that we can go down here. You can see I've changed my PCB board from the previous episode. Do a little bit more damage, but I have to worry about reloading the gun. Now we've done enough damage here that we've gone on to the next phase. And the old man is not going down without a fight. Just like a bull. Take him down. Yeah, that's a long ways to drop. And he's still going. So we have to keep going. So the next phase of the fight.
Where the hell are you? I've lost visual.
So it looks like a third. Took out about a third of his health. Oop, I guess we don't want to get too close to him.
Murphy, we got everyone out. Be careful.
Everyone's out of the building. Take him down.
Out of there.
I am in the middle of something.
Now the old man really had kind of a father-son bond with RoboCop. But was it that more of a pure bond like that, or was it a he liked what RoboCop stood for, which was, you know, the next evolution of humans, the marriage of humans and robotics, where people could live a longer lifespan, maybe even forever. There's a theme that has been shown to go poorly over and over again over countless number of movies, series, and books. Slowly chipping away at his health while dodging his attacks. Trying to get the most damage in without having to use a recovery charge. You only get so many of them. Using the dash to get away from them. That seems to be a pretty good use of it. Alright, we're down to almost nothing. Now it looks like he's running for it. So we'll see where this goes. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Robo, I don't like what I'm seeing. The building's actually shaking. Get out while you still can! building's evacuated. There's no one else inside. You need to save yourself.
There is one more person here that needs saving.
What? Murphy?
We are not done yet. Thank you.
Does anyone see him?
I can't see anything. Move closer.
Negative. When the building collapses, the dust cloud will choke the engine.
Oh my god! Murphy!
No! 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 Wait! I see something!
Is that him? Talk to me!
It is me, Lewis. It has always been me.
Another week passed since the OCP's magnificent giant has fallen. OCP's new CEO assured us that the destruction of its headquarters will not stand in the way of finishing Delta City. Japanese corporation Kanemitsu has already shown interest in OCP's most prominent project. We at Media Break welcome them with open arms. Delta City, yokoso! From the City of Wonders, we're back to Detroit. The city's debt has reached a new peak. Re-elected Mayor Cusack, asked about his plans for reform, said he had other plans instead. OCP is the weakest it's ever been. We'll sue them even if we need a Japanese lawyer, he assures us. Now it's time to introduce a new segment, You the Detroiters, where we share feel-good stories from our local communities. An escaped python terrorizing the local neighborhood has been reunited with its owners. But that wasn't the only thing that was returned. X-ray of the reptile's insides has shown the stolen watches together with the remains of the thief himself. Pickles, a local addict, was so intoxicated with nuke that the drug was absorbed by the python, which explains its bizarre behavior. Isn't that food for thought? Next up, Sunblock 5000 model nearly torn to pieces by an ED 209 after not adhering to the 209's instructions. The dispute over a parking space could have turned deadly if it wasn't for Dr. Olivia Blanche, a seasoned psychologist who managed to keep a cool head during the 209's intervention. Dr. Blanche's new book, Coping with Loss, is said to be of value to both people and machines alike. A defamed reporter funded by terrorists. After trying to illegally broadcast a hit piece aimed at OCP, Samantha Ortiz has been spotted collaborating with a terrorist group led by a woman known in the underworld as Bertha. OCP denied. We're sorry for the disturbance. Fortunately, this time it was a minor one. Let's move on. A new world record has been set in Detroit. A man called Funeral Bob attended his 1000th funeral this year. The record-breaking funeral belonged to Max Becker, a former OCP executive. As it turned out, Bob was its only attendee. The OCP delegation did not arrive due to a rescheduled business meeting. We hope the meeting went well. Moving on. The owner of a local restaurant, Onion Baji, in cahoots with a ring of zoo thieves. The restaurant was proved to source the ingredients through crime. The arrest was made by a rookie neighborhood cop, Ulysses Washington, and according to his statement, it wasn't the first animal he had saved. One question still remains unanswered. What happens to RoboCop's human status? Mayor Kuzak distances himself from RoboCop and leaves no doubt that he will not be advocating for granting him human rights. RoboCop's efforts have prompted a public conversation.
I hope OCP doesn't take him off the street. Who will protect us then?
Ah! It's RoboCop! Robo, I love you!
Cassier, Reaper, Skeleton, Speaker, Pure Pandemonium.
To many more years on the force, RoboCop. It's been a busy time for Detroit, but the cloud that lowers over the city is lifting as police end their strike. "We're ready to serve," said Officer Ann Lewis, who returned to duty despite her recent injury. What heroism. Detroit can sleep soundly tonight. The question is, for how long? That's all for today. This was Casey Wong. Until next time.
PlayStation